But yeah, anyway, even as like a covert Arab, I get my fair share of looks and comments, although noticeably less in the last few years because thanks to coronavirus and the tireless efforts of Joanne Rowling and David Chappelle. That's right, I'm dead naming them. Let's see how they fucking like it. Some Potter fans in the crowd, I'm feeling, maybe. Well, anyway, thanks to them, trans and East Asian people seem to have leapfrogged us in the Hate Olympics. Although, considering the continuing Talibanisance, we might be about to make a fresh push for the podium. Sad truth is, it doesn't really matter what happens, because thanks to, let's say, some iffy decisions by my people in the past. Tense. It's the first time I've done that, and it was tense. Maybe drop the iffy decisions bit. But, because of that, we're always going to get shit from people. And that's coming from me. You know, it's not immediately obvious where I'm from. You know, if people ask if I'm French, I say oui, oui. If people ask if I'm Spanish, I say si, si. If people ask if I'm Israeli or Palestinian, I just get in the fetal position and cry. You know, even then, I'll still kind of catch people looking at me when I'm out and about, giving me that. And 9 times out of 10, all I'll get is a look and a sneer. You know, I can handle a look and a sneer. I'm used to it. But then sometimes, when I'm unlucky enough to come across an eager beaver, with them, their default question, it's always the same. It's, have you got Muslim in you? Every gig that gets a laugh, and I never understand why. It's fucked up, right? Okay, no, fine, all right. But anyway, to which I respond, well, not right now. But maybe later if I'm lucky. I look them dead in the eye and I shimmy away before they can figure out what to say. If that fails to spook them, I just give them a quick, hey, and I'm absurd with a laugh. See, that scares the shit out of them. For anyone keeping track, I just passionately... try that again, rewind. I just passionately expressed how much I love falafel. But they don't know that. So, I mean, the world's fucked at the moment. It's pretty fucked up. You don't need me to kind of stand up here and remind you of all the fucked up shit that's happening. But I will tell you one thing. One of the things that really fucked me off about the whole war in Ukraine was how everyone's kind of reacted to refugees. I mean, if you remember when like everything kicked off in Syria and all the refugees looked a bit like me, Saddam Hussein, or Malala, no one gave a shit. It's a little bit different now. They all look like Mila Kunis, isn't it? Now you got all the EDL guys at the airport holding up "refugees are welcome here" signs. And the little boners tucked between their legs. It's fucked up. Yeah, you're goddamn right. Yes, it's infuriating. It's absolutely infuriating. I'll tell you what's fun though. I love giving people my first name and then just watching them get all like squirmy and weird and like oh. Meanwhile, I'm just staring at them, just like, go on, say it. Say I don't look like a Phil. And they often do. Especially the older and whiter they get. But in any case, say it. Don't tell me I look like a Phil. It's my surname. Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, cool. Smooth, right? Covered. Just completely covered. So anyway, I mean, all of that is kind of intentioned because, you know, upon seeing how pale I was when I was born, my parents came up with a pretty sneaky strategy. I know what we'll do. We'll give him really English-sounding names so he can blend in with all the white people. What's the name of that old guy? You know the guy. He's tall, racist. He is called Phil. Follows the Queen around. Solid plan, parents. no immigrants would be insane enough to name their kid after him. Of course, the whole plan kind of falls apart when your surname is still Khalil Marzouk. The stupid thing is, it fucking works, and I can kind of see why, because I'm kind of pale enough and yellow enough that I might just be a very strange-looking white guy who's very, very ill. My nose is big enough that I might be foreign, but I may have just been repeatedly dropped on my face as a child. But then I'm just brown enough with curly hair and a vibe that seems to say to people, hey, maybe this guy is Muslim, and maybe he likes to put a dick in his mouth.